Obesity is very harmful to your body. It leads to many diseases, including type 2 diabetes. So to make sure Lorraine and Janell are okay, I'm going to send them over to Dr. Tamler, who is the clinical director of the Mount Sinai Diabetes Center.
Diabetes is a major issue for New York and for the entire US, in fact for the entire world. Over 25 million people in the US have diabetes, and it's just a growing epidemic since about a third of all adults in the US are obese. And that's the #1 risk factor for diabetes. I'm very excited to meet Janell and Lorraine from Knockout Obesity and see how much progress they have made. Janell.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ronald Tamler. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What brings you here?
I'm actually here to just find out about the results from my blood work. I know diabetes runs in my family, and
Who in your family has diabetes?
well, my grandmother passed from it.
We'll look at your test results together. Pertaining to diabetes, the most important test result here, in the very, very small print, is your hemoglobin A1C. It gives us the average blood sugar over the last 3 months. Hemoglobin A1C greater than 6.5% means you have diabetes. Hemoglobin A1C between 5.7 and 6.5% means you've got pre-diabetes. So you fall into the category of pre-diabetes, 6.0, meaning that you're at risk for developing diabetes.
I'm not happy about that at all. It scares me, like just to know that someone in my family died from it and that it runs in the family, that's a scary thought. It could be me, period.
The more weight you lose, the less likely it is that you will develop diabetes. Keep turning back that clock. You can do this.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I just spoke with the doctor. He's telling me I'm at risk for diabetes. I'm ready to knock this obesity out the frame. I'm sick of it, and his words of encouragement have me ready to go harder when I'm in the gym.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
I'm hoping this doctor has some really good insight for me. I have my results. I'm not really clear on what they are, but I'm pretty sure he knows what he's talking about.
Have you been gaining a lot of weight lately?
I gained a lot more weight after the baby.
So you have a waist circumference that is just over 49 inches, which puts you also at increased risk for developing diabetes. Do you have diabetes in your family?
Yes,
Who in your family has diabetes?
both my mother and father.
This number here, which is your hemoglobin A1C, based on this test, you're in the pre-diabetic range.
I'm hoping that he really has some ways to help me kind of deal with this issue, because this could either make or break me in this program.
And shall we measure your blood pressure?
Absolutely.
Your blood pressure is normal at 125 over 80. Very nice.
Okay, so if mine is good, my
Which is
cholesterol is good.
It's just your sugar that is minimally elevated, that is trending in the pre-diabetic direction. You know, it's all in your lifestyle. Lifestyle changes are more powerful in preventing diabetes than any medication.
Thank you so much. Dr. Tamler was great. I have a whole new outlook on this whole process. Knockout Obesity, this is the only way that I could have possibly achieved the goal that I have right now. I can't wait to get back to the gym tomorrow.
Having met Lorraine and Janell, I'm very excited about their journey and very excited about the progress that they are making in losing this weight together as friends. I wish them the best.
Let's go, let's go. Come on. That's it. Keep it going.
I met Lorraine through a youth empowerment group that we were in the Boys and Girls Club. I knew her from elementary school. I was still just a little kid though, so she ended up really being like a role model for me and like my big sister. My dream is to be in the music industry. I'm a rapper, I'm a songwriter. I love music, I love hip hop. I grew up on it, that's what keeps me sane. Fashion as well. But realistically, in the industry that I am trying to get into, they're not gonna accept me like this. So I'm here trying to lose the weight because I feel like it's stopping me from doing that.
When I met Janell when we were younger, I was always an athlete. I play every sport, but it's a challenge being this weight to try to do the things that I used to do to what's going on right now. Janell's pretty much showed me how to do the big thing the right way and represent the big community well. But right now I'm a mother and I want to be a mom to my daughter. She's going to grow up and I want her to know she can play with her mom. I can go to the park and teach her what's right from wrong. And not that being big is wrong, it's just, it's a choice, it's a lifestyle. And you can make better choices. And me personally, by not making better choices, this is how I got to where I am now.
Let's go, Lorraine. That's right, Lorraine.
Just like I helped Dimitri lose a lot of weight on the show Fat Chef, I also helped Chef Michael Mignano lose 100 pounds in 16 weeks. So I think Michael is the perfect person to come in here and help Janell and Lorraine really grab hold of what's ahead of them and give them the extra motivation and kick to get the best results out of their time and out of this whole process.
What was the main thing that you did to get the weight up quick?
Just be mindful of what you put in your mouth. You know, look at what you're eating and say, is this good for me? Is this gonna help me? Or do I need this?
Right.
I used to have diabetes. I used to have an A1C of 11.5. You know, my doctor looked at me like, how you're standing here, I have no idea.
So what was like your aha moment? Like,
you know what, is when I went to the eye doctor and he told me, because of my diabetes, that I'm gonna go blind. He showed the beginning of slight scarring on my retina. You know, at that moment, I almost had a heart attack. I said to myself, you know, I won't be able to see my kids get married because of a donut. It's just crazy, you know, whether you choose to have, you know, a donut or your eyesight to see your kids. I mean, I would want to have my eyes. I mean, it's a crazy analogy, but it's true.
The sole premise of me doing this is the simple fact that I have my daughter. Just going to the park, like I can't run up on the toys with her and chase her and follow her, not being able to fit through those little bars. It's just like she doesn't understand, she's only 2.
I have 2 kids, 6-year-old and an 8-year-old. Our playtime was sitting on the couch watching TV.
Exactly.
And you know what? Everybody else was outside playing and it was like, come on, Dad, let's go outside, let's go outside. And I would make an excuse. In 3 months, losing 80 pounds, I stopped my diabetes. I love riding bikes. Last week, I rode 32 miles. It's around the island of Manhattan, 2.5 hours. My son now did 15 miles with me the week after. When I get home, the first thing he says, Dad, when are we going on a bike ride? He loves it. It's bonding. His teacher asked him, how was your summer? What was the best thing you did this summer? And it was riding his bike with his father. And that means more to me than anything. Because I'm being selfish if I don't take care of myself. It's about them. It's not about me. And if you don't fix this, it's not fair for them not to have a mother. It's hard. I work very hard and I continue to work hard every day to get this weight off. I've lost a total of 130 pounds and I'm still working at it. Stay focused on your health and own it. You have to own your health. Don't just take your life for granted.
The ADA helps people get informed about diabetes and helps them take their lives into their hands and make smart decisions. As the chairman of the ADA Diabetes Expo here in New York, I invite you to join us on November 3rd to this free event to learn more about your risk of diabetes and how to help yourself and your loved ones.